So me and this fella, we're going out for a hike. I've got a 15 kilogram backpack. What's yours weigh?
£3.
It's actually quite heavy that for you, mate. I'm sure you'll sweat it out. So we're here with Mr. Richardson. We've just done his first mile. How are you feeling?
Cold.
Is it cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like your microphone. That's cool. What kind of microphone is that?
Haven't got a clue.
It's called the DJI Mic Mini.
Yeah.
Now, as you guys are probably aware, the DJI Mic Mini is rather expensive for what it is. And I've just allowed my 11-year-old son with ADHD and entrusted my microphone with him, clipped it to his hat.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we don't lose that today. So today we're on a walk. We're up on Sharney Ford in Todmorden. This is a wind farm. It literally signposted wind farm everywhere. That's why there's all these windmills. And it's so windy today. It's insane. And I've brought my camera gear. I tried to pack light in the new Osprey pack, so I managed to get hold of the Osprey Atmos pack, which is absolutely fantastic. But the lowest potential weight I could get it to is 15 kilograms. So for me, being kind of an inexperienced hiker, I think that's going to be a little bit heavy. I've just stopped for a brew, and yeah, it's pretty cool, man. So if I get used to carrying this weight, maybe we can get out there in them hills there and capture some stuff. Now I do know that there are some curlews and things up here. People have been spotting them. I think they'll probably be gone by July. But if we spot some in future, I'll probably get a couple of shots. We're just going to have a look around. It's not about photography today, guys. I'm out with my son, my little boy over here. We're going on a good old hike. Dad's going to lose some weight. Yeah, what's the matter? You don't like being out in nature?
That part was a lie.
Okay. So whilst my son over there is exploring the windmills, there's a trail around Sharney Ford up towards Todmorden and that. It's about 5.5 miles, so we're going to trek that today with this back and see how we get on. Yeah, endurance for me, that. Oh, I'm not just carrying 15 kilogram on my back. I've got 104.7 to carry on my body as well. Terrible. He's here, look. Panting away. Run, Forrest, run! Any day now. Any day. I think he'll sleep.
No shot.
He'll definitely sleep tonight. 5.5 miles hiking, running up and down. That's what they need, man. That's what these kids need these days. Oh, never mind sat staring at a screen. It's not good for anybody. Yeah. You alright? Don't burn your energy too quickly, mate. We've got a long hike ahead of us.
I cannot hear you.
You what?
Can't hear you.
I said don't burn your energy too quickly, my sunbeam, because we have a massive hike in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Right, go have a rest, get your kit on. I'm going to put that microphone on your bag so you don't lose it properly.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Looks like I got a weird nose.
Yeah?
Look at my shadow. I got Pinocchio nose.
Pinocchio nose. Should stop telling fibs. Let's pack this down. Make sure that's turned off. We're good. These things are absolutely fantastic. I've never used one before. It's the first time, so he's great. It didn't cost that much. I think it was like £6 for this. And I got one off TikTok shop as well. So there's 2 of them. Right, let's pop that in there. Like that. Oh, sugar. And I've got a bag for this somewhere. I'll have to find it. Oh, coffee everywhere. We'll fix that later. never mind. Never mind. Excellent cameraman, you mate. Just get you a job on Steven Spielberg movie set. Got Mars Snickers, you know I don't eat them.
Yeah, but I'm just there.
Hey! Don't be filming this, I need a wee! That's my privacy, that is! Little bugger. What do you think to the view anyway, mate? It's nice up here, isn't it?
Nice view. You see that white van?
Yeah, that's a lovely view, yeah. Got all this beautiful open green land. My trekking poles have just fallen out, and then new focus on the white van. Terrible. Let's go back there and start again. Grouper. Oh, it's good to get out, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice view.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. We live on a nice part of Ireland, really, don't we? Yeah.
You just live in Ireland.
Yeah. Guess what? Guess what?
What?
I've got a guess.
Eggs and smart.
No, you are going to have to run all the way back up there now to grab that camera. Crack on, see it?
Yeah, okay.
The windy one. It's getting a bit less windy down here though, so we're good. I think we're about 2 miles in really, so it's not too far, but we've had a little stop and had a brew and all that good stuff.
And I've had a Twix and I'm ready to go.
He's at. He's at a chocolate bar and he's ready to go. I was thinking, I love wildlife photography. I love all types of photography except for like studio related photography. But I also love exploring, I love hiking, I love camping, I love all these good outdoorsy things, you know. And I feel like my channel could be a little broader and a little bit more open-ended and offer a little bit more to my viewers in terms of the outdoor related stuff. A lot of people's channels tend to focus on one particular thing, whether it's wild camping, whether it's like, you know, photography or wildlife photography, whatever. But I'm kind of like exploring all those different things because that's kind of like the way that I like to do it. You know, you can go outdoors, you can take your camera gear, you can take your tent, do it all together kind of thing and explore. And you might not get the most amazing photograph, but it's a journey, and I think that's kind of like the more what I'm trying to share with people is the journey aspect of it. So rather than the ADHD Photographer, I was thinking of rebranding my channel, considering its early days, to the ADHD Explorer. That's if it's still available, so I've got to check that first. But something along those lines anyway. So if you've got any suggestions, leave them in the comments. But yeah, just the ability to get out and make these videos and, you know, share the world with people and share my experiences with people would be really good. And not just that, I'm quite a philosophical thinker, and I like to talk about deeper aspects of life, deeper philosophical topics, whether it's spiritual psychology, philosophy, as I've said, you know, because I've learnt a lot. I mean, I've still got a long way to go yet in life, but I've learnt a lot so far because I've piqued my interest with a lot of things. I've delved into a lot of things, and I've kind of mastered a lot of things in my life because that's kind of like the mindset I've always had. So yeah, so as I'm working in my shop as a tattoo artist, I'm not just an artist. You know, I speak to people that in ways that helps them, you know, maybe see things from a different perspective, so they're able to potentially take a fresh new perspective on maybe some issue that they're having or whatever. And many times, and this is not me trying to inflate my ego or anything, but many times people say, oh, you should be a therapist or you should be this. And for me it's more about not offering therapy. I mean, there's plenty of good therapists out there that do that kind of stuff, but just motivating people in a deep and intuitive way. Not motivating people to go out there and get what they want because that will make them happy, but more about motivating people to get out there and experience the happiness that's being masked by all of the things that we worry about from day to day. And getting out in nature is one of the best things you can actually do to conquer that mind virus that just keeps you ill of what's really in front of me. If you look around here, where's all my problems around there? There's none. Yeah? If I fell over and broke my leg, it'd hurt, but I'd still be happy because I'm here, away from it all. But then as soon as you get back down into society and you've got all your responsibilities and your bills to pay and all that stuff, then the mind starts to play tricks on you. And it starts to make you fearful and it starts to make you worry and all these things. And what a lot of people fail to do is look back at your entire life. Every other problem you've ever had has somehow managed to go away eventually. And the one that you're facing right now probably will too. So, you know, you've got to trust that the past is, although it's been and gone because there is no past, but it's evidence enough to see that you'll get through anything because you can never be burdened by the universe by any more than you can bear. So this is the whole point of what I'm trying to get out to people. The philosophy that I'm trying to share with people is it's fine to suffer in life. Everybody does it, but there's so much you can learn from it and so much you can discover about yourself from it. Coming up now, I think I've lost about 4 friends now to suicide because I think they were going through a lot. Obviously, that's what pushes them to these horrific ends. But if only I'd have had a chance, really, because I moved away, you know, and to speak to these people beforehand and help them start to see things from this perspective, maybe that wouldn't have happened. And that's what I'm hoping to do for other people now through my YouTube channel. So yeah, I'll bet you get buzzards and all sorts landing on these walls. That's a well good opportunity. If I sat there for a day with camera, just on that spot there, it's all that sheep poo, I could probably capture one landing. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
There's a sheep there, look.
No, pal?
Sheep there.
Sheep?
Look.
Shall we get a shot of him?
Yeah, let's get a shot of the sheep.
Let's see if he starts twerking. They're all chilling, aren't they? Do you know what causes those mud mounds there?
The sheep grazing?
No, the mud. I'll see if I can find them on camera. Those mud mounds there, you see them? Those little hills, tiny little mud hills that have been dug up.
Yeah.
See them?
Yeah, I do.
What causes them?
Grazing?
No. It's a little animal that digs underground. Do you know what it is?
A mole.
Yeah. Molly, 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 molly. Looks like somebody knew I was bringing you, Kai, and then they bought a pushchair.
Shut up.
So when you tap out because it's going to be too hard.
Shut up.
Ah, you're doing all right, aren't you?
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah. It's going to be usually be passing out on the floor and I have to drag you all the way back.
Yeah, it's quite heavy, you know.
About
104.6 kilos without the pack on, and the pack weighs 15 kilos on top.
104.
So how much is that in total? 104.6 plus 15.
119.6.
If you're right, considering you're a maths genius compared to me, you ain't dragging that nowhere. You couldn't even lift the pack up this morning. Well, you did a little bit, didn't you?
A very, very miniature amount. How much would you say mine weighs?
Well, I've left it a little lighter just in case you pass out, and you can sit on top if you want, and then I'll carry you as well. Yeah, I'm a bit of a donkey back, me, mate. I'm used to carrying heavy stuff. When I was in the army, we used to carry a Bergman that was upwards 20-30 kilos, I think. It was very heavy, and we used to go for like miles and miles and miles with that. So, but that's when I was young and sprightly. A bit older than you, obviously.
Where'd you get that story, ChatGPT?
Now I'm just middle-aged and sprightly. What?
You got that story from ChatGPT, I bet you.
Have you seen my photos and everything? Anyway, I'm going. So, I'm just going to grab my camera out. There's a couple of magpies. I know they're not the most spectacular birds because of the commonality of them, but I like them. You know, why not? Let's just take a shot. Let's get some magpies, why not? You know, it's good practice. Might even let our Kai have a little practice. What do you think, Kai?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. Right, lens coats come off. Never mind. I've had bigger problems. I try and stay quiet. We don't want to scare them. But they seem to be landing quite regularly on there, so you can chill out and have a chocolate bar while Daddy does some photography. Right. Yeah, I did clean that lens, but standard, innit? Dust. So we're using the Sigma 150 to 600 again, because it's basically the only lens I've got for wildlife. So just check the settings, I don't want that. I'll probably put number 2 on image stabilization. We want the full lens, autofocus, no override, done. Right, there's one there. It'd help if I put the battery in, that'd work, wouldn't it? Yeah, the one that I've charged up and kept in my pocket. But numbnuts over here. What a sausage. I was gonna get a magpie shot, and then a big tractor showed up and he flew away. Damn you. Damn you. With your hay squares,
Dad.
rectangles.
I need to do my lights. I think he's coming.
Yeah, come.
That tractor's tyres were really flat.
Yeah?
Don't know why, it was like flatter than a pancake. I think he needs his tyres replacing.
I don't know, maybe he's got a heavy load.
You don't say.
I bought this clip for my lens to go on my belt. It says it carries like 30 pounds. But that's the problem there. It's kind of just flopping and I can't tidy it up. So I'm worried that it's going to cause problems with the seams somewhere. So I think what I might have to do is take that and put it on there. I didn't want to have to do that, but yeah, I might have to do. But I don't have the thing to do it now, so it looks like I'm going to have to suffer. Just keep my hand there so it's not like flopping around too much. Are you loving it, mate?
Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, definitely. It's a nice walk.
It's mad, right? If you go over roads and everything, things take ages, but we're literally at Todmorden Park, and I live probably a 20-minute drive from Todmorden Park, and it feels like we've arrived here in no time. It's crazy how quick time goes past when you walk.
Feels like it's been like 10 minutes. Rope swing, swinging off this cliff, so then you can just fly.
That'd be pretty cool. I used to have a rope swing when I was a kid. Oh, careful near that edge, mate.
I nearly just broke my ankle on that.
Not too close to the edge, please.
Yeah.
Come on. Thank you. Good lad. If you fell down there, all you'd see is blue, grey, blue, grey, blue, grey, blue, grey, bit of black, blue, grey, bit of black.
Why?
Because you'd be rolling down. Because you got a blue hat on, a grey jumper, and a black bag. Be like a multicoloured Catherine wheel just tumbling downhill. So stay away from the edge because
It sounds fun, but I'd probably break like at least 300
You
bones.
probably would not survive that drop, mate, so stay away from the edge of it, please.
It's not a drop, it's a slant.
Well, it is a slope, but it's a very steep slope.
So it could be a drop.
Well, it might as well be a drop. Get on this side. The trail that we're on, I was using OS Maps, and I forgot to filter it for hike walks, and it said, oh, 5.5 hours, and I assumed it was a hike, and then I looked at it again when I got into Todmorden, and it turned out it was a bike trail, and it was about 39 miles. I ain't taking him 39 miles, so I thought instead we'll go and do the Stoodley Pike route. So we're headed up to Stoodley Pike now. We're both pretty knackered.
Yeah.
He's been struggling a bit. I think we need to get him a better backpack, but I've been carrying it for him a little bit. But no, in life that's worth having comes easy.
Please.
Okay?
Help.
Yeah? Hey, you think it's bad now, mate? Wait till you get to the top of this bit. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm probably just going to pass out and roll that back down to Stackstead's.
Ah, you'll be alright. I love this. I love dogs. Oh. That's cute. It's so sad. It sucks that they don't live as long as human beings do. You know? Isn't it? Ready for that hill?
No.
Let's go then. When they discovered, I think the Americas, there was certain, I can't remember his name, it was a captain, and he used to burn his ships, right?
Yeah.
And the reason he burnt his ships was so his men couldn't run away from how terrible and fearsome the road ahead would be, right? Whether you ended up in battle or you got killed or whatever, right? So they had to keep going. So today, we're burning bridges because we're not getting back home until we finish this route. So, but once you've done it, you'll be stronger for it, won't you?
No.
So come on, let's go.
I feel weak enough.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll have a chocolate bar in a minute. Oh, see, that's perked him up, and it's not a horsey, it's a pony.
Oswald.
Oswald, is that what you're calling him?
Yeah.
It's probably not his actual name,
Yeah, it's probably not.
but I do like Oswald. Right. Bon voyage, Oswald. What's this one called?
Oswald Jr.
Oswald Jr., even though he's like the way big one and he's completely different species. Okay, that sounds good. There's where we're headed. That's where we're headed there, Stoodley Pike. It don't look that high up from here, but it's actually a killer.
It's really windy.
What are you saying?
It's really windy, this hill.
Yeah, it's a windy hill.
Why are you torturing me like this?
I tell you, you're lucky these days, mate. This was like normal for people at one point.
No.
You've seen the Lord of the Rings with the hobbits carrying all that weight all the time everywhere.
It's in The Hobbit.
Oh, I'm like a hobbit. I've got hairy feet. We'll do it in stages, mate. You'll be all right.
Oh, I'm gonna die if I keep on doing this walk. It's just painful.
You will be later. You always
I
are.
will be later, yeah.
You've done
but
worse
not
than this, mate. You can do it. You can
now.
do
I know.
it. You can do it. It's only a hill. Just look at the floor. It looks flat.
Yeah, but the floor isn't flat though.
To get up there, I'll buy a new PlayStation game. There you go. Problem solved. I know. Oh no, it's beautiful. I've never been up before. Which is it that way, I'm guessing, to get up?
No, well, that's the longer way around.
Yeah.
You're better off going that. But
Just
if
go
you
straight
want,
up.
Yeah, that takes a long time to go round.
Yeah.
And then it's less of a climb that side.
Okay.
If you want the more direct route,
Yeah.
it's up to you how you want it.
Can we just go straight
We walk
forward?
round and then come down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a climb that, mate, so you might have to have a little break.
I'm nicking your trekking pole.
It's not as windy there, and it's nice and some place to sit down.
I'll get you in a second, mate. Let me just get off at style first. Sorry, mate. Oh, come on.
Can I nick
Right,
your
sit on
trekking
that
poles?
bench, we'll have a picture. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to get up it first, though. Think you can do it, Kai?
No.
No?
No, I can't do
I've
it.
run up worse than that, mate. Come on,
No,
we can do it.
no.
We can do it.
Oh, the wind's coming now, Dad.
Got it, mate?
Can you tighten these straps?
Straps? Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1 second. I am a rambling hiker. It's not easy, that.
No.
Oh, I'm not like these young sprightly people with no backpacks on.
You're tired.
I feel like my head's going to explode, my lungs are going to explode, my bladder's going to explode, my feet are going to explode. Oh, God. Oh. I'm nearly there, mate. Keep on rocking. Stoodley Pike is in West Yorkshire, England, near Todmorden and Hebden Bridge. The monument itself is 121 feet tall, or 37 metres. It sits on a hill about 1,300 feet, or 400 metres above sea level. Originally constructed in 1815 to commemorate the end of the Napoleonic Wars. It collapsed and fell in 1854 after a lightning strike and was rebuilt in 1856. The inscription on the monument marks peace in Europe after war, first Napoleon, then the Crimean War. There's a spiral staircase inside with up to 39 narrow stone steps leading to a viewing platform with no handrail. It's very dark, very spooky and very windy. Stoodley Pike can be seen from miles away. It's a standout landmark on the Pennine Way. Reached only by foot, popular routes start from Hebden Bridge, Todmorden or Lumbutts. It's very windy and very exposed, so dress for the moors. So we're here at the top, Stoodley Pike, and our car is making a flag at the minute. I don't know what the hell that is, but that's his flag of victory. How do you feel having mastered all that?
Achieved.
Can you see that behind?
Yeah.
Like you.
We started there.
That is a long way, that.
There.
So walking all that long way and then coming up this hill is a massive achievement, mate. You should be proud of yourself.
Oh, I'm scared of heights, so I'm not scared of this height.
We've just got to walk back now. I'm not joking. We'll walk to Todmorden and then we'll get a lift from there. But it's all downhill.
Oh, thank God.
So I don't think I'm going to be doing much photography though.
Probably not.
No, this is just too
I
much
want to
wind.
figure out how you get up there. I don't know how they did it.
I'm going to have a look. We don't be climbing.
Why can I not
Climbed
get up?
enough.
Can I get up?
Well, I'll go and have a look around it, see what you can just explore.
Because I want to get up there.
Have a look around.
Alright. We're going to figure out how to get on top of that. Not on the top, but there's a door here and there's stairs. So I think it might be up here. Is it up here? Hold on, I've got a flash here. Hold on. Come on. There's stairs, but I can't get up them because there's no torch. I need a torch. Is that a torch?
Yep. No, it needs to be that way.
Is it on?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I got a torch. Go on. Ah, it's windy. It's so hard to hold the camera. Ooh. It's a long stairway. Up here! He's down there. Come in. Come on. Let's go down.
So we're making some dinner because last night I made some biscotti bolognese, so I found a bit out of the wind behind these rocks. I don't think I'm going to be able to set the Lanshan up. I was planning on setting up the Lanshan and seam sealing it because unfortunately where we live at the minute it's kind of a midway house and it doesn't have a garden, which sucks. But there's nowhere really out of the wind I can set it up. If I find somewhere later on maybe, but I'm not going to be here tonight either, so I have to go home today, so it depends on time. But we will be doing a review on the Lanshan if anybody's interested in watching it. Oil.
I thought it was pea in a jar.
And things.
When you said oil, I actually thought you just peed in that little bottle.
Yeah. Right, peeing in no bottles.
Oh.
So I'll cook it all on one stove and then you can just use your cup if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, okay.
Save messing around. I think we'll use the stove that I've already started, to be fair. That's what we'll do. Use mine. No, we'll use ours. We'll use ours. Save me
Yeah,
getting
that's
into
my bag.
Yeah, we'll use yours because it'll save me messing around going into my bag if I don't have to. So it's all good. So these things are great. So I've got this little gas canister here. We've got the stove and we've got that stuff there. A little spork. Brilliant. I'm gonna just set this up because I've not tested this one yet. I want to see what it's like. So we just pull those out there like that. I got this off TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop. Yeah, not wrong with that. And that one's even got a little sparker on it as well. My other one didn't have that on. And what you do is just gently make sure the threads are not cross threaded, and then just you'll hear it pop sometimes. Anyway, yeah. So that then goes somewhere like out of the wind. Maybe there, like that. I think I might have to use my lighter. Haha! Well,
Just keeps on going out, doesn't it?
so that goes on there like that. Lovely spaghetti bolognese.
Smells nice.
I'm going to put that in there like that. To be fair, the stability on that is absolutely awful, so I'm a little bit worried about that knocking over. Probably should have got a mat or something. But if I hold it steady, it should be alright. We'll just test it. Now, there's not much of this. Do you want to get those flatbreads out, mate? They're in that front pocket there.
Yeah.
In that waterproof sack.
Yeah, I know.
And breads. We got our famous vegan spaghetti bolognese.
We've got me.
Sorting out the stuff sack. Shame we couldn't camp out tonight, mate.
Yeah.
To find a spot out at wind like this, it would be amazing. Look at the view over there. It's beautiful, isn't it?
There's so much wind out there in this. How do you get it out, Dad?
What's been your favourite part about the walk, dude?
The trek up here. That was a fun part because I knew I was going to get an achievement after I got up here.
Do you know, like, you you make me laugh because, right, you were walking up most of the trail complaining, and then I was like, come on, get moving. And then as soon as we get to Stoodley Pike, I'm like dying and crying about it, and then you just go straight up like there's no problem. And that's the hardest part after all that walking. So
Obviously
I know you had it
isn't.
in you though. Yeah?
So obviously
lad.
isn't the hardest part then.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Kai, what rhymes with big heart?
Big fart. No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I did that. Absolutely beautiful day. Very windy, but for this time of year, lovely weather. There's a few people up there on the pike, so we've stopped for a bite to eat, obviously. Yeah, I'm just looking out there, and where we've actually come from is insane. And considering he's 11-year-old, he's smashed it today, so I'm really proud of him. And yeah, he's got some get up and going, that lad. Just got to kind of encourage him to get it out a bit, you know. So yeah, when you got ADHD, your sort of head is pulled into a million different directions. That's the only way I can really describe it with people. It's quite difficult to deal with. So I find being out doing all this, it just clears the mind. Like I notice a genuine difference in my mind's ability to overthink. It just slows down, and it's nice. So I recommend it to anybody that struggles, because none of your problems really exist anywhere other than in your mind. I mean, there are physical challenges in the world that we have to come over, but it's the way that we perceive those challenges that brings the fear and the stress and all these things. So it's just good to kind of escape and to realign with yourself and just recognise where you are, really, because you're not in your past and you're not in future. Those don't exist. Those are just things that make you worried and fearful and resentful or whatever. So this is where we are, in this very unfolding present moment. In fact, there's a favourite saying that I like: yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present. And that being said, I'm going to have some spaghetti because it's nice. Well, by no means are these award-winning shots, but it was nice to see the curlew and the lorping on the moors in Todmorden, so there you go. Oh yeah, and this pretty cool plane as well. So we're not far off finishing the loop. It's been a long day, a lot of miles. I've not had much luck with photography. I've seen a couple of birds of prey, but just trying to track them in that glaring sunlight when the sun's low in the sky must burn your retinas. But be careful when you're tracking birds. You can't do it on the sun side. You will blind yourself. This is not fun. So yeah, and obviously foghorn down here as well. Don't help when it comes to wildlife. And
Beg your pardon.
you know, sitting there watching curlews in the field and you think, well, I'll just get my camera out. And then what happens is you try to get your camera out and he's like spinning a stick around and pretending to be like some kind of action man or something. Is that even a thing anymore? Anyway, it just, you know, it has a tendency to scare off wildlife, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, it didn't matter because that's not what we came out for anyway. Came out to have a laugh, didn't we, kid? We've got some ducks there anyway. Let's take some photos of them ducks.
That did not feel safe.
Nice little piece of woodland. Not seeing any wildlife, but then we're not really sticking around long enough to see or to check. So it is what it is, isn't it, really? You know, wildlife photography requires patience and sitting in one spot for a while. And knowing where the animals are, where they feed, and where they nest, where they, you know, all those things. So yeah. Oh, I'm battered. Oh, it's been a long day. So that brings us to the end of our adventure. And what should people do when they watch it?
Subscribe and like.
Subscribe and like. Do you think they should? Do you think we've walked long enough for us to deserve it?
At least one person, yeah.
At least one person. I'd say at least 100 people.
Might do 100 miles, though.
Or even 1,000 people.
That would be
Oh yeah, yeah. One subscriber for every mile that you walk. Imagine that. That's slow going, that, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.